What are some common myths about opioid addiction and medication treatment? Myth number 1. Taking opioid maintenance medications like buprenorphine and/or methadone is just replacing one addiction with another. Reality. Addiction, by definition, is loss of control over use of a drug, leading to compulsive use despite the devastating consequences it brings. Taking opioid maintenance medication, on the other hand, is the use of a prescribed medication to manage a chronic illness. These are very different health-related sets of behaviors. To illustrate the meaning of this distinction, let's examine this further. Though the fact that maintenance medications are opioids themselves makes it hard to view their use as being different from addictive behavior, there are several key differences. First, those who are addicted to opioids respond differently to maintenance medications than people who are not. Someone who is what we would call opioid naive, meaning their brain and body is not accustomed to opioids, would feel euphoric or high if they took methadone or buprenorphine. But someone who has used opioids repeatedly and has become addicted to them will have a very different response. They become sick and very uncomfortable when opioids leave their body, leading them to intensely crave opioids despite the pain and suffering that repeated opioid use is causing them in their life. If that person takes methadone or buprenorphine, they will not feel high or euphoric. They will simply have a different reaction to discontinuing their use of the opioid drugs that they used to take to get high. They will not experience intense sickness and discomfort, nor the cravings that were once linked to those feelings. Once the opioid withdrawal sickness and cravings are no longer present, the person can begin to function in important areas of life like they once did, before they felt trapped in the cycle of using opioids, coming off opioids and entering withdrawal sickness, and seeking more opioids to relieve the discomfort. In short, taking maintenance medications keeps withdrawal symptoms and cravings at bay, while the individual works on rebuilding their life in recovery. A second and related key difference between taking maintenance medications and addictive behavior is that without the highs and lows of using and feeling sick that a person with opioid addiction typically experiences, the erratic and dysfunctional types of behaviors that are often linked with opioid addiction are very unlikely to occur.